So there's that sort of Anna Huckabee Tull famous song. And then the song that you're going to play for us right now is brand new, off the presses, and this audience, the shrink wrap audience, is really going to be the first to hear it.
That's right.
So,
yeah, what do you know?
Right.
So we go from one that got forwarded all over the place on the internet, etc., to a song that so far, until this moment, has only been heard by this same father and his wife and caretaker, who was also present, and the daughter who commissioned it. So a couple of years went by, and she decided to commission a kind of a response song or a companion song for this. And that's what this is. One of the things about diseases like ALS is there comes a point where there's an important decision about whether or not you will go on a respirator, because of all the muscles that stop working, one of them is the lungs. And so that's always a really big decision for any patient. And in this case, this father decided, yes, I am going to go on a respirator. So what seemed like might be the case with the first song, which is the end is very near, is not necessarily true now. For whatever that means on all the different levels, he could live for a lot longer, which is both really joyful and incredible to preserve a life in any way that you possibly can, but it also means a pretty intense level of care. And for a young girl, she's a little bit older now, but not, just a few years older, it means that you're kind of facing the how do I continue to maintain a really meaningful connection in the face of something that's now, more elongated. So when she called me for this song, she wasn't thinking so much about that. She just said, it's my dad's birthday, and it's really hard to think of gifts for somebody that can't move or interact, but I know that a song would be meaningful, and I'd like to do that for him. But the interview that we did for this was very intensive. Unlike, an email every day, this was like we locked ourselves in a hotel room for a weekend, literally, and just went deeper and deeper and deeper. And so we looked at what she originally asked for, which is, I want a love song to my father so that he's clear that I'm going to be okay and that I love him. But as we went deeper, we started to wrestle with some of these more difficult voices to have come forward, which is, how do you give voice as a young girl, young woman, to the idea that this person who you love as much as you love anyone on the planet, when you're in their physical presence, you get no signals.
Right.
Absolutely none.
Right.
And how do you, think about the age of, 14, 15. That's a difficult age anyway to know how to communicate and connect. And then you get on the other side of that, the visual of what you're interacting with does not match the brain power and the heart power of the person that's trapped literally in this body. Mm-hmm. So we did some pretty intensive work around, is there a way that this song can be loving and affirming and positive to your father, and also help you find a voice for the part of you that finds it hard to be physically close at this point? She described something that I thought was absolutely beautiful. She said, it's really hard to be close. It's hard to be in the same room. It's hard to generate the energy for two, but that what she loves to do is sit on the other side of the wall from where he is and just lean against that wall and feel him. It's sort of like, it's really hard to do the actual physical thing, but it's really a warm, fulfilling kind of feeling for her to know that he is near.
Right.
So we talked a lot about, can we find a voice for that part of you that wants to be close and struggles to know how to do that day after day after day, and that's what.
So let's hear it.
Okay. So this song is called Daddy. Through my eyes I have watched you stand, taller than any man. Open your arms, Daddy, I'll crawl right in. Lift me up and I am flying, I am flying in your hands. But change has come and I have watched you and seen you face more than almost any man. Fate makes a cave and then it locks you in, away from me, and I am trying heart in hand, to let you know that I am strong and I will find my way, to let you know the road is long and inside I ache, to let you know how I fight the urge to back away, and I don't always win, I don't always win, I don't always get it right, I don't always win that fight, Daddy. Daddy. But through my eyes I have watched us all fight for life and get back up when we fall. Gone are the days when you can hold out your hand, but these bright eyes know how to understand that a part of you will always be a part of me, and will always be a part of each, a part of each. So hold me tight through the storm, we won't forget our hearts are warm, and a part of you will always be a part of me, and we'll be sailing, sailing till we're flying, flying. Daddy, lift me up. Daddy, lift me up. Tell me it's okay. Tell me it's okay to hurt. Tell me it's okay. And I will be
Thank you.
Yeah. So now a few more people have heard that song.
Yes, well, thank you so much for sharing that song with us. We're very close to the end of the show today, and I'm touched. And I guess the thing that occurs to me to say is that I can so see how much healing, when you said what is therapy, and what you do is incredibly healing for the people and the families that come to you.
Yeah.
And it's a very different kind of therapy from the traditional.
Yep, it is. Yeah.
But so Anna, is there anything that at the very edge of this show that you want to leave the audience with, or say about either the song that you did first or just?
The thing that occurred to me as I was playing just the last lines of this is I think this is such an important message for this girl and for all of us who have parts that hurt, and that is there's just this simple line: tell me it's okay to hurt. It really is. It's such a that's such a painful situation that they're in, and I think when we can find ways to remind each other, therapeutically, in life, sitting across the lunch table from somebody, there are parts of you that are going to hurt, and there is space here for that. There's a way through, and the way through is to know that it's okay, that some things really are painful, and that there can be peace in just